Godot is the perfect engine right now, and here's why. Godot blew in popularity in the last time thanks to the Unity Runtime Fee chaos, leading to people untrusting big companies. Then Godot seemed like the perfect option because its open source nature and amazing features. So today let's check out the main reasons why Godot is still one of the most promising options to choose. So first of all, I'd love to give you a little bit about context, because yes, all this Unity Fee issue was like 2 months ago, 1 month and 15 days or something like that. But recently, as you can see, on November 6th, they released a new blog here in the Unity blog. And well, basically what they say here is that they have updated their legal section because they wanted to follow through one commitment they had made on September 22 when they were reverting the changes from the runtime fee, or they were changing actually their policies, because of course the community reacted so against these policies that they had to change it in some way. But well, now here right now, 1 month and 20 days after or something like that approximately, they are changing their policies to follow on this commitment right here. And as I told you, 1 month and 20 days later, I can't understand how they got so much time to actually include to include this in their legal. That well, I have a complete video about all these legal changes that are like 2 sentences, literally 2 paragraphs. I think it was this paragraph right here, and in the 2.2 this paragraph. 2 paragraphs to include. They took like 1 month and a half. Isn't it weird in some way? Of course, I'm not a lawyer, you know, but taking so much time to just update 2 paragraphs or of a legal section, I don't know. It sounds a little bit weird, at least. So Unity demonstrated how sometimes companies, when they have low amount of money or wanna earn more or whatever, are willing to implement fees in order to overcome the situation and modify their policies. The thing with that is that if you have an ongoing project, you must accept their new policies. If not, you wouldn't be able to continue using the engine. They even sometimes implement these policies suddenly, as it happened in Unity. I don't wanna generalize though, but I believe this Unity issue was like an eye-opener to the community. It made us think about if relying completely on companies when it comes to game engine is worth or not. It is super important to remember again that Godot is open source. This means that it isn't owned by anybody. And by that same reason, this also means that they have like no policies on that, as it has no owner. So you can basically do with Godot and the products and services you provide with it whatever you want. Moreover, this means that you will never have updates in their policies, and you will never have to worry about these changes or they asking you to pay for some specific license or fee. Isn't all this concerning at least? Although the open source nature Godot follows, would it be relevant if the engine was bad? Of course not. So let's check out the main features about Godot that actually makes it a worth option today. Let's firstly talk about node systems. As you may already know, Godot follows a nodes structure. This means that everything here is a node. For example, a character is a node, a camera, it's also a node, and even collisions are nodes. This incredible system allows us to actually organize our projects in a better way. This hierarchy system is much easier to actually understand and use than the others from the other engines. It may seem useless, but every node has its unique icon. So for example, we have here a sprite. But well, for example, if we want to add a character, again it has its unique icon. So with Godot, these messy hierarchy systems, as you can see, don't exist, because thanks to these icons, differentiating each node from each other is super easy. Godot is the simplest engine out there. not only because of this beautiful node system, but also because of its incredible programming language GDScript. This programming language is based in Python, making it super easy to understand and code. Also, other thing that contributes to its simplicity is the fact that you have a built-in code editor, meaning that you don't have to download, for example, Visual Studio Code or any other similar piece of software. This means that as soon as you download Godot, you are up to start creating your own games. Godot prioritizes their 2D environment instead of their 3D environment. Although their 3D works pretty well, it isn't as powerful as the ones in other game engines. However, you can still achieve pretty good results in their 3D engine. However, the fact that they focus so much on their 2D environment makes the engine work so good in this 2D area. All the workflow in the 2D is just amazing, so fast, so simple, so efficient. This is basically a combination of all the elements, I mean, from the node system, from the script editor that is also built in the engine, and also the programming language that is super easy to understand as it's based in Python. I think there isn't any other documentation better written than Godot docs. From going to step-by-step tutorials on creating your first 2D and 3D game, to a complete manual of every single function and feature about the engine. I'm not saying that the docs from other engines are bad, I'm just saying that this documentation is just amazing. For example, let's check this one out. Here you learn how you can create your first 2D game in a very simple and efficient way. They give you all the assets, all the code, and super incredible step-by-step tutorials, and they explain everything they do in super detail. Not only 2D games, here for example they create this other pretty interesting 3D game, as you can see, with some physics. Isn't this documentation far better than the other engines? Godot is always under constant updates. So for example, here we are in the news section, and for example here November 7 update, November 2 update, 31 of October update. At least I believe once a week they are releasing a new version of the engine. Which other engine every week releases some kind of update? I believe none of them. Of course, this is because Godot isn't like the biggest engine in the world, but well, the fact that they are always listening to the community, uploading the changes, fixing some errors, etc. is just amazing. After realizing that Godot is still one of the most interesting options to consider while choosing an engine, I assume you are willing to learn it. Fortunately, I have created 2 courses about Godot for beginner and intermediate developers. So I can tell you that these courses will be perfect for you no matter your level. The best part is that they are completely free. Stop making excuses and start game developing with Godot right now. All links are down below. Godot is the perfect engine to use right now. You will never depend on a company suddenly changing their policies and implementing unfair fees, and you will still be getting amazing results. Definitely you should try out Godot. What would you lose? It's a win-win situation. Thanks to its powerful node system, scripting language, simplicity, and open source nature, it makes it stand out from any other similar engine in the market. Are you gonna miss out this unique opportunity? Well, thanks a lot for watching. I hope my point was clear enough. Your opinion in the comments is super appreciated. I hope we can see each other in the next video, so subscribe to the channel for more Godot content. See you in the next one, and bye bye.